Cheeky. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so as we pan up looking into this rather impressive display, if I may say so myself, we may begin to notice one thing. The inhabitant of this display seems to be missing. For those of you that have seen the video, you would happen to know that who should be in here is my very first Diopsis ogre face net casting spider. And what we're seeing is that spider is no longer in here. So before we get into the mystery of the empty tank, I suppose we better take a look at recent events and see just what's been happening with these spiders with other keepers. The story begins here. Okay, so needless to say, a lot of people were eager to get these spiders, and another supplier happened to be getting some in stock, and my very good friend here, who runs this channel here, acquired one of these net casting spiders. Within 24 to 48 hours, he had messaged me. And this really upset me because I knew how it would affect me, or how it has affected me, when you lose something you've been really excited for within a short time scale of it arriving. I put the feelers out to the YouTube community, and I have to say, people replied with a response and a speed in which I could never have anticipated. So first and foremost, I have to say a huge, huge thank you to this lot. So thanks to the huge generosity from those four, it allowed House of Bugs to go on and make this video. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to this person here. So Andrew's Tarantulas also wanted to make a donation towards helping out House of Bugs. However, this target had already been reached, and therefore it wasn't required, although muchly appreciated. So I'm pretty sure you're all going to recognise this fella here. So of course that's Mark of Mark's Tarantulas. Now, Mark and I have spoken many a time, and I knew he was interested in also getting an ogre face spider. I knew a supplier had some coming into stock, so as soon as I was made aware they had hit stock, I messaged him to let him know they were in stock. By which time I think he was already scouring this site and had purchased one. And I was really happy for him, really pleased. I think he was over the moon. And then I got word that this had happened. That was 2 ogre face spiders died within a very short time scale of arriving at their new owners. Needless to say, this put me incredibly on edge. So to get back to the case of the empty tank, I arrived home and I work a 16-hour day, so it's quite late by the time I get in. I had my coffee, went to bed as I normally do, and got up the next day. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning, most mornings, is I do the rounds and I check on everybody, and that's when I discovered my netcaster was not where she was normally positioned and was sat at the back of our house under some foliage. I'll show you that just now. So she was sat in this space just here. So yep, old Butterfingers was in a death curl, and I acted immediately. So quickly, I didn't think to film it, I didn't take the time to film it. I took my paintbrush, I took my squishy water, I made sure there was plenty of water on the tip of the paintbrush, and holding her in my hand, I scooped the paintbrush under her mouth parts to allow her to get a drink. I continued to do this for quite a long period of time before moving her into a very small basic enclosure with just a Y-shaped branch for anchor, and I put some flies in with her and put her into a darkened location, cross my fingers and hope for the best. Now, given that two perfectly adept and well established keepers had losses, I hoped for the best but wasn't hugely filled with confidence that she would pull through. So I'm guessing that kind of answers the question as to why we have an empty tank, and that can only lead us to kind of wonder what happened to old Butterfingers. And yeah, I have to say she's looking brilliant. To think this girl was on death's door. Oh, it's just insane. Okay, so to think that I almost lost her to a death curl is quite scary. So as I say, I got the paintbrush, got some moisture, I sat her mouth parts over a little pot of water whilst I saw to her new enclosure, and then got her into the new enclosure and basically kept a monitor fillet on her over the last couple of days. Okay, so as you can see by that, she is looking absolutely amazing. I will keep her in that for another few days before contemplating moving her back into there. But the point of this is I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone that tried to right the wrongs, and hopefully we can help Mark get a replacement at some point. But yeah, I just really want to show you this video, and that if you catch them in time, you can save their life. It is possible, but it's all to do with timing. I was very lucky. I think the others were just unfortunate that they weren't able to intervene quick enough, and perhaps if they had caught it in time, they could have possibly saved the lives of theirs too. But you know, we'll never know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. And yes, I've not forgotten we've hit the big 500, but we'll do a video on that all completely separate because we've hit 500.